In the vast and powerful Oyo Empire of West Africa, there once lived a warrior whose name would echo through history, not for his victories, but for a decision that changed the identity of an entire city. His name was Afonja, the Are no Kakanfo, the Generalissimo of the Oyo Empire's army, a man known for his bravery, influence, and ambition. Afonja was based in Ilorin, a key military outpost on the northern frontier of the Oyo Empire. As the Are no Kakanfo, he was second only to the Alaafin, the king of Oyo, but held the real military power of the empire in his hands. But as the 19th century approached, the mighty Oyo Empire began to show signs of decline. Political instability, internal corruption, and the growing influence of Islamic jihads in the north began to weaken the once unshakable empire. It was in the climate of tension and distrust that a rift began to form between Afonja and the central authority, Oyo. The breaking point came when the Alaafin issued a command that would forever seal the fate of Afonja and Ilorin. The king ordered Afonja to attack a town called Iwereile, a town to which Afonja had strong ancestral ties. To Afonja, this wasn't just a military command, it was betrayal. He believed that the Alaafin was using the command to get rid of him. After all, the role of the Are no Kakanfo was but a dangerous one. By tradition, the Are no Kakanfo was not supposed to return defeated from battle. Defeat meant death. So Afonja refused. That act of defiance made history. Rather than obey the Alaafin, Afonja rebelled. He severed ties with the Oyo court and declared Ilorin independent. But Afonja knew he could not stand alone. He needed allies, strong, disciplined fighters with spiritual backing. So he turned to the Fulani, a group of Muslim scholars and warriors who were spreading Islam through a series of jihads across northern Nigeria under the leadership of Usman Danfodio. Afonja invited one of their leaders, a scholar named Shehu Alimi, to Ilorin. He had hoped that with the Fulani's help, he could strengthen his rebellion against Oyo and become the undisputed ruler of Ilorin. At first, it worked. The Fulani warriors proved invaluable. They helped Afonja drive back Oyo influence and consolidate power. But Afonja had made a grievous mistake. He underestimated the ambition and religious zeal of the very people he had invited in. The Fulani began to settle in Ilorin, slowly growing in numbers and influence. They established their own power structures and built loyalty among the people. Afonja, once the master of Ilorin, found himself increasingly isolated, even amongst his own people. Then came the betrayal. By the early 1820s, Shehu Alimi's followers had grown strong enough to challenge Afonja directly. In a tragic twist, Afonja was attacked by his own army, many of whom had been converted or swayed by Fulani leadership. He was killed in battle, right in the city he had once commanded. With Afonja gone, the Fulani took control of Ilorin. Shehu Alimi's son was declared the first emir of Ilorin, and the city was officially absorbed into the Sokoto Caliphate, becoming a Fulani emirate under Islamic rule. And so, Ilorin, a Yoruba town by culture, history, and language, became politically aligned with the Hausa Fulani north, not the Yoruba west. It became a center of Islam, governed by emir and not ruled by Yoruba kings, but by Fulani leaders loyal to Sokoto. This shift has had lasting consequences. Even today, Ilorin remains a Yoruba city with a northern political identity. The people speak Yoruba, the culture is Yoruba, but the traditional ruler is an emir, not an oba, and the city aligns more with northern Nigerian politics than with the rest of Yoruba land. Afonja's rebellion changed the destiny of Ilorin forever. But now, we must ask the hard question: was Afonja right to rebel? Did he have no other option? Pushed into a corner by a jealous king and a crumbling empire? Or could he have negotiated, preserved unity, and protected his people from the long consequences of foreign domination? Was it courage, or was it pride? One thing's for certain: his actions reshaped the balance of power in Yoruba land, and Ilorin has never been the same since. So what do you think? Was Afonja a tragic hero, or the architect of his own downfall? If you found this story fascinating as I did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story from our rich and complex African history. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.